Alrighty, good evening everybody. So, it's been a long day for me. Needless to say, because I woke up earlier than I usually do. My job called me in like, hey, you want to work at 9 a.m. today? And I was like, okay, fine, I'll take it. And so I worked an entire full 8 hours, 9 to 6. As you can hear from my voice, I am very tired right now. I don't know if you can tell though, but yeah, I am full on exhausted. It's been a minute, so who knows how long, how long I can last with earlier shifts. Jesus, I'm so tired. You can hear it. Oh god. But luckily I have enough energy to do a stream tonight. I was saving it all for you guys, so don't worry. Excuse me while I quickly get some water. Alrighty. But anyway, yeah, so today is gonna be, I don't want to say a short stream. It depends how long today's testimony is. Oh, by the way, we're playing this again. What a surprise. It depends how long Laurice Donim's testimony is, because while I don't think it's gonna be long, I do think it's gonna be drawn out per se. So it's not gonna be like a very, very long testimony, but the problem is you may have to, you're not playing, I'm playing it. I may have to come back with a lot of evidence, or come back at him with different statements. So it may take longer because of that. You never know. Plus, you have to press every single statement, which, granted, I like it like that. But the problem is when you try to get through an entire testimony, it starts to draw out. So, anyway, regardless, we're gonna get into it. So right now, let's see. Well, first, let me turn on my fan. Give me a second, because it's getting. That's the one thing. Okay, so I'm in Southern California, and right now, it's hot. Even at night. They said the heat wave here was gonna end like a long time ago. It ain't. It ain't ending for another week or two, or at least a month. That's what I hate about Southern California. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but at the same time, it's like, Lord Jesus Christ in heaven, can you give us a break? and he says, no, my child, you must suffer. Oh God, it's fun here. So much fun. Anyway, we're gonna get back into it. So right now, let's start. We last left off with the end of Sister Bikini's testimony and her cross-examination, and there's already the seeds of doubt that Iris. I was about to say Dahlia, but I'm like, should I just call her Dahlia at this point? Because how is it that she looks so much like her but is not her? Like, come on, really? You really want to pull that on us? I guess so. Alright, so let's get into it. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not really sure what to say. Iris. Sorry, Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you any way I can. First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked... I cannot speak English today. The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying, and I have a good idea who might be lying to me. Why would Sister Bikini lie to you? I'm talking about you. Why would I lie to you? Why would you lie to me? Why would I lie to you? Why would you lie to me? As they get back and forth, and Detective Gumshoe's like, oh my god, Pale, stop! Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple. Very well. The second thing then. That night, the temple snowmobile was That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. It's like, it's stacked against her, really. It's like, I don't want to say she's lying per se, but at the same time, it's like, ugh. We are defending a girl who literally looks like the girl who tried to poison Phoenix and kill the last guy. So it's like, I don't fully trust her. And that's what's hard. I need to trust her, but I can't, because she looks and acts kind of the same way as Dahlia Hawthorne, because she is Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh god, she is so different. I can't tell. Oh god. I don't know at this point anymore. I guess we'll go along with it, shall we? Okay, sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Sorry.
The only person who could have used it was me.
I knew you were lying.
But I didn't use it.
Then how could someone use it without the key that you have in your possession?
Look over there.
Why am I doing Jada Essence Hall? Why am I always using her look over there when someone doesn't want to get accused of something? I'm always doing that.
Look over there.
Like, and then Mr. Edgeworth, where? So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh.
There's 5 freaking cyclones!
Oh god, what's up with you and Larry having 5 Cyclops, for God's sake? Ugh, God. Do they want to kill us? I feel like they do. Here we go. I don't think we're gonna have to break them, but dear Lord, if I have to break them right now in 20 minutes. Ugh, God, this is already killing me. Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
It's Dahlia Hawthorne. It is her. There is no other explanation. This girl is Dahlia. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I can't trust her, but we have to defend her because that's how we are.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet? Who? Whose safety? Are you talking about Maya? Or Pearls? Who are you talking about?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her? Oh, okay. She's talking about Maya. Okay. Okay, let me quickly move this thing. I cannot see my camera. There we go. I'll have to keep constantly moving it because I can't see my camera right now. There, that should be good enough.
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Oh god, we're gonna have to break her later. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donim? And even if you say no, I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
Bold words coming from your lips. As I thought, no psycho locks. I forget he calls them psycho locks. Like, oh god, this is great. I love Miles so much. He's such a great character too, because I don't know what to say. Like, he's very complicated in a lot of ways. A lot of ways that you wouldn't imagine, like something like you would think he'd just be like a regular two-dimensional villain or antagonist, but no, he's very much like a complex character, and they made sure to write him as such. So, you know, it's just things like that, and that makes me really like the writing of this game. As I thought, no psycho locks. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna get you guilty. Please believe me. It's so weird seeing them square off against each other, and it's just one-on-one. There's no assistant to help as a sidekick. There's no other kind of person on either side. So it's so strange to see them just be like a one-on-one. It hasn't been like this in a long time. Okay. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Larry, I swear to God, today and this place is neither the time nor the place for this kind of behavior. Okay? So if you want to be on my good side, please don't make me hit you with a bat.
Okay? Or I'll take Von Karma's whip and I'll hit you with that too. Would you rather have that? Huh?
No, so don't test me.
Okay. During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something very intensely. He may have been drawing one of my fantasies that I've described to you for this court.
And the judge is like, am I involved with that fantasy? Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I can't even begin to imagine who he is drawing.
Everyone's like, really?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. And a vicious... Oh, imagine Stewie. And a vicious whip.
I can only presume that his intent was to capture... Yeah! Wow!
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist
Oh god. Sorry.
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Laurice Donim, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
Imagine she yells it. It's like,
Laurice Donim, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
And everyone's like, yes, ma'am. Please don't hurt me. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. as if it hasn't already.
Oh, ouch! Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
There we go.
Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey, I was just artistically... Oh, ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand...
Okay.
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical... Huh?
Why did I still keep his voice for that?
Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian.
Larry, this isn't an art store. Now, Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it?
I know, I graduated junior high, okay? I never made it to high school, but I still graduated. Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work, I hope.
That's it. Thanks, buddy.
he's like about to break his teeth. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model.
Oh.
Well, I'm not one to model, but I could make an exception.
she's like,
very interesting.
she's about to put it away, but she's like,
I presume this won't be a problem now, would it?
he's like,
No, not a problem, mistress. I mean, ma'am, definitely not a problem. Edgy, she gonna kill me?
probably.
So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake, bright red. Or to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Oh, ouch! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh, everyone's getting hit today.
Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Garma. Cross-whipping is bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. Everyone just hates Larry at this point. I don't know how he's alive because, my God, this poor man has been abused his entire life. Well, maybe not his childhood, but like his adult life, everyone's like wants to kill this guy. So I don't know about you, but he's living a hard knock life, and he doesn't even like deserve all the crap he gets. In all honesty, but it's the Butz after all. So what do we expect? Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now.
Whoa!
That was Rhonda Light. Excuse me.
This is too much for me. Okay. I was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile.
He saw one, didn't he?
I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? And scene.
Imagine like that kind of dramatic stuff. Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just a nobody, nothing but a small and worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation, or anything else?
That's true. Well, we can't use this testimony now. It's null and void. Unfortunately, we can't use this witness anymore. So, I have no choice but to hand down my verdict. Wait, what? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have a quite... Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have a quite... Seems to have... Okay, I can't... That's the one thing though. I don't really like how sometimes the localization makes weird translations. Like obviously this is a coherent sentence, and I understand that. But at times it's like, do those words really go well together? Especially when it comes to colloquial language. Language. What's language? Colloquial language. It's like, it's not how normal people would speak, so it's weird to hear it. Like obviously when you write it down, written language is different than spoken language, so it's obviously hard to translate colloquial speech into text. But it's not that hard if you know what I'm talking about. So let me get this again. Mr. Edgeworth. This man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Huh? Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything. Every case. Like, I killed my teacher. Oh. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. Oh, God, no. We can delve into other details at a later time, in my private quarters.
I was at the lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night.
Hold it!
Even he doesn't have anything to ask. It's like,
Why was that relevant? Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is full of contradictions.
that is true. It is true. There was snow, there was clouds, and there was rain and, well, not rain, lightning. So, what do you have to say to that, Laurice?
For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse.
So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. If you choose right, then I'll go lightly. If you say it wrong, I will whip you to death, with no hesitation. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
See? You can do it if you try. Ouch! There is only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but...
Hold it!
A number of times? How many?
Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes.
Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night.
You bet! Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands. My cold hands. I can't feel anything edgy.
Love, you say? Love. It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter.
Blackmail?
No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. You huffy puffy, loosey goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. Oh my God. What is up with her weird alliterations? I don't get it. Let me do it. Let me try it again. You huffy puffy, loosey goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. Like, Jesus Christ, you have to, like, try to get that right on the first try. It's hard.
So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy puffy.
What the heck is happening here? What?
You every loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering witness was a... Okay, there we go. You every loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness, eh?
Well, you see...
Being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. Well, he probably got called worse.
I didn't see a snowmobile.
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't... Larry, you really didn't see it.
Hey, no need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile.
Larry, say snowmobile for me, please.
Snowmobile.
If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest?
Shut up. What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me.
Larry, you're the witness.
Like, well, what do I have to answer your questions for?
Because I'm trying to help your lover!
And Iris is like, him? My lover? Oh, as if anyone but him. And then Larry's like, he starts crying.
It seems that I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans.
I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone.
That's right. That's right. Because I got nothing to do with this. And I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on. I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now.
It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. It seems that he's going to do this, but that he's going to do... It seems that he's going to claim nothing. Hey, Psychoto, welcome back in. God, you're missing a lot. My voice is going crazy today. Oh, God, I'm so tired already. It's only 30 minutes in. Okay, here we go. So basically, we have Larry testifying that he didn't see anybody that night, and he didn't see a snowmobile, but he's stammering at snowmobile, so he saw something. And he also claims that he saw the stars at the lodge. Stars on a cloudy, lightning-filled sky with snow. And that lodge is Heavenly Hall, which is a shack.
So you tell me, who do you believe?
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. He's obviously trying his best to try to help Iris and everything, but at the same time, he's just helping it. He's just digging the grave deeper. So I don't know. Who knows how it's gonna end at this point? It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through his obvious contradictions to keep things moving along. Okay, well, should we just press the frickin' weather data? Okay, well, let's just try this. Might as well give it a try. Doesn't hurt. It literally doesn't hurt to try.
Objection!
Nope, of course not. I figured it wasn't gonna work, but yeah, figured. Okay. I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but didn't Edgeworth defend Iris before? No. This is she just got accused of murder for this one. This is his first. This is actually the only time he's ever defended. He's always been a prosecutor, so he's never defended anyone before. So, This is all like happening. This is all brand new for him. He's just taking over for Phoenix while he's in the hospital, basically. If you gotta catch my drift. Okay. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that wasn't him. He was the prosecutor. He wasn't the defense. That was Mia. That was Mia defending, not Edgeworth. Edgeworth was the prosecutor in that one. I guess you could say he was on the side of Dahlia in that one, but at the same time, like, yeah, I guess you could kind of say he was defending her. I guess you could say that, but he was the prosecutor, so not really defense. This one, he's trying to protect Iris. He's trying to defend Iris. Okay. Let's see. What evidence do we have? I feel like it's something obvious, but at the same time, it's kind of hard. Let's try this. Let's try presenting the photo. Because it's obvious there was a snowmobile there. Really? That wasn't it? I thought it was obvious, you know? Okay. Sometimes, but I didn't see at the bridge that night either. Oh, wait. Do I have to present Phoenix? I feel like I should present Phoenix's thing. Let me try it again. Because I feel like him saying that, like, well, Phoenix was there and he saw him fall. So, let's try that. There we go. That was it. Larry Butz. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic. Well, that's an understatement. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry. No, that's we're on to light again. I'm sorry. But having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? Oh my god, Larry. No, Larry's straight. He would never go gay for anybody. Even if you paid him $1 million, he wouldn't even know what to do. He'd be like, so what do you want to do? You want to hang out or something? And the guy's like, meanwhile, the entire world also does a face slap. I mean, a palm slap. Actually, I think it would be a. Well, like, honestly, I don't care at this point. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. What? You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder took place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butz.
Oh, that's right. Me, in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name, so long as you remain pretty pathetic.
What the? Oh God, Judge, what the hell?
So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Edgy, I think I finally woken up. I'm born again. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. I will. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. Guess someone shut him up. Thank you.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Okay. I went to the shack at around 9 o'clock, so it would have been around about 10:30. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint.
Larry. How about this? Take a break from women. Just take a break from them. Just stay single for a month. And you'll see how you'll be fine without having to find a girl every 24 hours. You got that? Good. I seriously hope you do, because I am gonna whip. I'll grab Francesca's whip and I'll whip you myself. You got that? You got that?
Good, let's go. It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
Francesca was like, but I was going to kill him.
And then was like,
pretend you didn't hear that.
oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Edgy, please go slow and gentle, please. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30.
Hold it!
What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
Excited? Dare I even ask?
I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early too. I usually finish a bit early too myself, but I never too early, you know? I usually last about, usually another 20 minutes.
I can keep going with this, you know. Well, it appears she didn't come. Oh God! What have I started? Oh God! I have such a dirty mind.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end.
Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart! Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me.
This light was, of course,
Lightning! Like, kapow! Like a slap from Naomi. Oh,
This is why you need a break from women, Larry. For God's sake, just stay single for a month. You'll be fine. No one's gonna kill you. No one's gonna slap you. No one's gonna hurt you. Okay? You got that? All you gotta do is stay single. Is it that hard? I've been doing it for years at this point. It's so much fun. Like, literally, stay single for a little bit. It's so much fun.
like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Ow!
Francesca's like just adding more fuel to the fire. Or a little like that.
That's more like a punch from Miranda.
Like, that's all, Miranda Priestley.
Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire.
Seeing that, what did you do?
What do you think? I was burning up as well from the fire in my heart.
And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge.
Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind.
I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, Witness.
There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out.
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta check this out.
How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk?
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfire kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Well, it's kind of obvious why he went to the bridge, but why didn't he tell anyone?
Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There was a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course. I thought of doing that.
Sure then. Let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Yeah, okay. A reason. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone. I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later.
Okay. Let's see. He's hiding something. Let's see. He's hiding something. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Whew.
10:45. That checks out. Took him 5 minutes to get out. 5 minutes to walk there. Makes sense. Okay. That all adds up.
You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright.
Yeah! I thought I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway.
What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease.
It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it. More or less.
You told me about the burning bridge yesterday. But there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth.
Okay. Save here because while I do think I need to present that part to him, I don't feel like that's the right thing because let's see. They said the thing was already going out. So it took him. So the bridge got. Okay, let's see the weather report. So lightning struck at 10:45. So it was 15 minutes later. He got up. It took 5 minutes to decide to go. So it's 10:55, 10:50. 5 more minutes to walk over to there. The snow. Okay, so it made sense. The snow stopped at 10:50. So at 10:50, that's when it stopped about that time, and he saw it. Like he decides to go. Okay, so 5, and he gets ready. It takes him about 5 minutes to get to the bridge. It was 10:55 at this point. The lightning was still around there, but until 5 more minutes. Around 30 minutes passed between the bridge starting and going out. So how can he say? Okay. Because the fire was out at 11:15 approximately 11:15. But he said it was already going out by then. So it's 10:55. 10 minutes passed, and then around 11 is when Phoenix showed up. Okay, let me see. I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. I looked. Okay. Let's see. Can we press him on why he went to go check the bridge? Let's see. Okay, everything's still checking out. So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge. Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so? Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold, and I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give testimony to that effect, witness. My reasoning? Okay, reasoning is it? I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so big burning. Let me press him on this one. So you decided to go and see what was happening. That's right. We were talking about a massive suspension bridge burning to high heaven. That's not something you see every day. A real like really special?
Can we really trust a witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt.
That's true. Well, my motto is to hit life back as hard as I can. I'll give you a few hits too if you'd like, with my whip. Yes, please.
You told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still that doesn't quite fit.
Okay, so I feel like that new statement has to be there. Oh god, this is a toughie. Oh, this is a tough one. Because let's change the statement back. Let's change it back. Okay. Okay. Because okay, well, we switch it up. That may give us a better hint. Okay. Okay. Let me question this one again.
You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright.
Yeah. I thought I'd better tell someone about this, but then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway.
What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease.
Excuse me. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it. More or less.
You told me about... Okay.
So, we know for sure that he knows... We know that he's lying about the bridge. Something about the bridge. I feel like that new statement has something to do with it. The problem is the weather data sufficient enough? Because I don't think it is. The problem I'm facing is like, what can I present that will contradict anything in his statements? Because so far, everything he's saying adds up. Okay, so give me a second. Sorry, I got a text. Okay. Got that, and send this one out. Okay. So, like I was saying, it's like I want to present the weather data on that last statement, but is it enough? That's the only thing we have that will contradict what he's saying. The problem is, though, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing I have in my evidence that will contradict what he's saying. So I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna give it a try. Okay, that's literally the only thing we have that will work. Yes! I got it! Lord knows how I got that, because that did not make any sense at all. Like, I was so lost. I was like, is the weather data gonna be sufficient enough in this case? Because I didn't know, but like, it was enough, I guess. Okay, back into it.
Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
Thank you. That was my reasoning. Thank you. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. Oh my god, it's so easy.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
Oh, that is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple.
I didn't catch that. Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot the murder occurred at 11. I totally forgot about that. So I was just like bullshitting because like, oh, it couldn't, the fire wasn't going out, but he said that. Turns out I was right for a different reason. Who would have thunk? But yeah, I totally forgot the murder happened at 11 p.m. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't catch that. I was just bullshitting something else. But it worked. It was the same thing.
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time.
Excuse me, I have an objection.
You do?
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Maurice, don't even, It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francesca von Karma. That slope ahead is slippery. But there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down.
Okay, makes sense.
Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Let me do that again. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by... Oh, God. What kind of analogy is this? Like, that is the worst kind of analogy. You know what? Something's smelly, and it's the Butz. It's the Butz. What did I expect? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Order. Ah! So, there was a missing 50 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and burning before your eyes, and there's a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? I set fire to the rain. And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
That's what it sounds like. I'm so fucked. She's like, obviously Francesca's sweating bullets, but at the same time she's like, oh my goodness, I have it cut out for me today, don't I?
Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction.
Oh, Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. About what?
Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time.
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? He's about to come out to us.
Yes?
I may really say it this time. Then say it, for God's sake.
Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth.
Yeah, I think we all know something bad's about to happen.
Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
I'm a donim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? He was drawing it? I'm a donim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was swept up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. My face exactly.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
Yeah, I've been called that too. That's right! I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch, even murder! Uh-oh.
Including the truth from the sound of it, that's true. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all. I still think he's a dumbass. Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Yeah, I bet I will. I bet I will.
I'm a donim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. Okay, I forgot. I forgot to press the statement. So I just read it again.
Tell us, Larry.
My name is Laurice. Get it right. Mistakes like that are what. Larry, how do I have to keep explaining this to you? You're not popular with the ladies like the way you think you are. Okay? You keep getting abused by them, and they hate your guts. So stay single, for God's sake. Everybody, stay single, okay? It makes life easier, okay? Got it. That's my PSA today. Stay single. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am.
Just who exactly?
Seriously, he's delusional, for God's sake.
Just who exactly are you?
I'm Laurice Donim, apprentice extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself. In any case. Then you are an artist?
Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing.
Yet again, that's what he calls himself.
Names mean nothing. There's only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? Also,
break from her saying names mean nothing when literally she prides herself by calling herself a Von Karma. She prides herself for being a Von Karma. And you say that names mean nothing. Really? Really? I guess so. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing?
That is a very big issue indeed.
Okay.
Hold it!
Sketching? The burning bridge? The burning bridge and everything that came with it!
What? Came with it?
I was about to say, I'm like, what do you mean? Excuse me. You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this! That sketch of mine is... Ah! Enough! Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, Witness. Come on, whip it out. In fact, I'll whip it out myself. Oh, okay. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Oh boy. That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ooh, what should I do?
I've got a terrible feeling about the instant this sketch is revealed.
Well, we need it. There's nothing else we can do.
The entire world may be changed by what is depicted there.
We need to see it.
Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this.
Imagined what?
That Maurice Donim's debut would take place here today like this. Ouch! Show it. Now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Maurice Donim.
Who's flying? Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Very true. Considering it's a 15-minute sketch, that's actually pretty good. But
who the heck is flying right here? Who is flying right now? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. Except me, apparently. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine. It's perfect. But what is that unfortunate looking figure?
Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
Huh? What? Iris? Iris was on fire? That girl was on fire? Really?
I guess.
You know what? So many weird things happen in this game. I'm not even surprised, but it's still I'm like, really? Iris was on fire? Really? Okay. We're going with it. We're going with it. But it also now disproves her. This proves she was at the inner temple. She wasn't in her room at the time of the murder. It's Iris, of course. Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan her for our future, you know? What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
Larry, please answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant? Flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames.
Yep, that's what I saw. I swear I'm not on drugs. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist.
You.
Oh god. We all thought the same thing. We all thought the same thing. Oh, we all thought he was, well, maybe not the judge, but we all thought he was on drugs. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, my throat hurts. I'm gonna, oh god. Oh god, give me a second. I have never laughed this hard on stream before, but it was just so good. Oh god. Before I take a sip again, before I choke on my water. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh god. I have never laughed so hard on stream before. Jesus Christ. We all thought the same thing. We all thought he's high or something. Like, you're telling me that Iris flew over the bridge, my guy. You really want us to believe that? Mm-mm. I don't know what he's on, but can I get what he's on, please? Oh, God. Like, really? You want us to believe that? Okay, I guess. But also, did you notice it went from Edgeworth to Von Karma, Francesca, and to the judge. I want to do that. It's like,
Are
you.
hi.
Oh god, this is so much fun. I'm loving this case. I was so tired, but now I got energy. Okay, let's keep going.
Hi. The girl. She's really high up in this picture.
Everyone's like, Judge, are you kidding me?
What was that for?
This is all a bad dream. Nope. When it comes to Larry, this ain't a bad dream. This is reality. No matter how you think about it, this ain't a bad dream. This is reality. Oh god, this is so much fun! I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Oh god, this is so good.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
What precedent is there for someone to fly, Francesca? What precedent is there? Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see. What precedent is there?
This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witches back down to earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let's get back to the cross-examination. By force. By force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moral.
Well, what did you think of my debut piece?
Get the thing away from me. Get that thing away from me. Get that sketch out of my face.
Larry's sketch added to the court record. Horrible sketch of when he saw the night of the crime.
Now hurry up and cross-examine him.
I would not even. I would.
Oh. Uh-oh. No, Larry, we got you there. You said, I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering.
Well, I'm sorry to say, we got you there, buddy. So yes, you really were high. You just didn't want to tell us. That's your secret. That's why you have Cyclops. You were doing drugs that night, and you didn't want to tell anybody. Too bad.
Larry, what did you really see that night? What kind of drugs were you on? Not that I particularly care, but can you tell me who's your dealer? Because I need something strong tonight.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth.
Easy dollar of my life. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardily folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolish. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Rep the hood. It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps it's
Woo! I mean, he does have a point there. Maybe he sketched it watching Phoenix fall to his death. Oh wait, not death. To fall from the bridge.
Are you going to change your story now?
Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight. Oh, what are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
What?
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick?
Uh-oh. He's not gonna forgive Phoenix for this now, is he?
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick? You dog! Why, Nick? You dog! God, my voice is killing me today.
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded, straight into the
garbage. Jeez. He's not being subtle. He's being very blunt about this. What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy! Today is the day I get to completely stupefy you! What is he gonna do now? Is he gonna whip out a wand and say stupefy? I mean, I guess. A Harry Potter crossover, I guess?
What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive?
Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Loris Donim, shall prove it.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but Lord Jesus Christ, we need to do this. But we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain. Yes, exactly.
You've been serving us a...
No, sorry, he's gritted teeth.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me.
I love doing the gritted teeth voice. It's so much fun. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. Uh-oh, it's covered in blood. Oh, God. Yep, nope. Iris is not different. It's Dahlia. It's Dahlia. No doubt about it. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Give me a second. No? Let's see. Wait. Does Elise have a sphere in her thing? She does. It's right there. Because look at the sphere. Look at the sphere. Where's her staff? It's missing. It's missing. Okay, we know how to combat this.
Crystal sphere.
This one, pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. That sphere. Where did you find it? Well, let me see. Around here somewhere. Around here somewhere? Looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
No. There's something on it. Oh my. It's blood.
I just spit. I'm so sorry. What? Blood. I'm getting pretty tasty. I'm getting pretty tasty. I'm getting pretty hungry. Crystal sphere added to the court record. You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Oh, God, no. Not in a million years will I call this man Master Larry. For God's sake, no. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's going to push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Loris Donim only a few minutes ago?
Oh, God, what's going on in this guy's head? Because Lord knows I don't anymore. Okay, why do we start? Okay, let's. Well, we already know. Okay, let's save here because I don't know if I should present the photo or the staff. I think either one could work, but let's present the staff because we already know
that... There. See? Easy. Larry. That night, there was someone who lost the crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was this? Who was this stupid idiot?
He's about to, or like, wait a second, at least don't need.
I mean, who was this beautiful woman and my mentor? Please don't kill me. Who? Who was this stupid idiot?
Miss Elise Donim, the mentor to the mentor to a stupid idiot.
The victim.
I have a photo of her here. On the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
Hey! That's my photograph! Give it back! Ouch! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. That is not a crystal sphere. That's like a turquoise gem. That's totally different. Thank you!
They look nothing alike.
In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime.
Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone.
What?
He's going through so many emotions, and we're all going through so many emotions right now. With this, there's so many emotions going on with this testimony that my God, I'm getting a headache.
Just what does this mean?
If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. Who was that person? Was it actually right?
Then that means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Donim.
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that! I saw it with my own eyes! And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought. Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it is...
Sorry, let me say that again. Let me say that again.
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Miss Francesca von Karma, the only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because I can't tell, are you a scatterbrain or a clown? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case.
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer?
Yeah, we all knew it the entire time. We all knew he was the killer.
You mean I'm the killer? Oh, no way! All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near... Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
She makes a valid point.
That is true. How can we prove that this is related to the case? We have to find a way to do that.
She makes a valid point. There's no evidence that Elise Donim left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place?
Oh god.
Okay. Here's the thing. We know that before, so we know before all this happened, we know for sure that Elise Donim didn't go straight to bed. Well, she did linger around the main hall for a little bit, and she was gonna go to her room with Pearls, to talk about her books. Could that have been enough time for her to go to Dusky Bridge? Oh, God, this is a tough one. Like, I want to say that it is possible. It is very much possible that it is very much possible that Elise could have gone to Dusky Bridge. But do we have proof of that? Okay. Let's try it. Gotta keep going. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. He's talking about right. He'd be like, I'll just pull some shit out of my ass and we'll call it that. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise, because I'm about to whoop your ass with that whip of yours. Because right now I am because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. And I am indeed cornered. He's like, I am Phoenix Wright, and Phoenix Wright is me.
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
Okay. I feel like I just made a mistake. Okay. Because how do we prove that it was dropped before then? Let me get some water. Okay. Let's see what we have. Oh god, this is like. Oh god, this hurts my brain. Frick. Oh god. Well. Okay, well, here's the thing. My reasoning is that if you look at the crystal sphere's description, it says, found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge the night of the crime, has blood on it. If that is the case, then this has to have come before the murder, because it stopped snowing when the murder took place, if you remember correctly. So the only way that the sphere could be half covered in snow is that it was dropped there before the murder took place. It was dropped at Dusky Bridge before then. So it was not there after the murder, because if it was dropped in the snow after the murder, more than half of it would be uncovered. Not that half of it would be covered by snow. So that's my reasoning. We're gonna stick with it. Let's okay. Let's just do the sphere. That's the only new piece of evidence we got. That's what we're gonna try. We'll try this first and not the crime photo, because the reasoning will still stand. Since it was not half covered in snow, since it was half covered in snow, it was dropped there at Dusky Bridge before the murder took place. I don't know if this is right, but we'll see. So, oh Lord Jesus Christ in heaven, let's do this first.
Take that!
Okay. I think this was it. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it wouldn't have been. Did I just guess it? Was my reasoning correct? Because, God, my brain hurts so much. Oh, God, my brain hurts from having to think. Okay. Oh, God. Let's keep going.
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing?
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. There's my reasoning, and it worked!
What? What?
Order!
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose.
What could that have been?
This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? He's got her there.
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
That's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being what's a weapon? the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing. Oh, she has a gritted teeth too. That's the same thing.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus, there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Sonine's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is perfectly plausible.
Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple.
We all know where this is going.
Right. Huh?
We all know the answer to this one. Let's go. On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. There we go.
Order. Ah!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
Oh, fuck. You're too late, Francesca von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Elise Donim, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? I mean, I don't know. He was probably high.
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity, Jesus. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is entirely something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point.
Edgy, thank you.
We get more. That sure does it then. We get more time to investigate.
Yes!
I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Francesca von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me.
There was one reason, and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to right.
Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning, but then you wouldn't have cooperated in any way. And even then, you would have made it harder for us. Like, you think this was hard? Imagine that he knew. He would make it so much harder. Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
Oh, please. Like I'd ever give you that chance. I am, in fact, a homosexual man. So, please, you can grind me under your heel even if you even tried to get me within 5 feet of me. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by.
What a shame. I'm Francie. This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness.
Oh, oops. I skipped the line. Whoops.
I demand satisfaction. I didn't get satisfaction.
He's dead. He's just plain dead.
I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed.
It sounds like introducing like the next like a cliffhanger or like the next part of a soap opera. It's like the days of our lives or something like that.
Like sands in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution.
And with this, the rest is up to you, right?
Court is now adjourned.
Oh my god. Okay. We did it. My brain hurts. Okay. That was fun. We'll stop here, but Lord Jesus Christ in heaven. My head hurts so much. Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, God. Well, needless to say, I think we had a successful trial. I don't know how we did, but we did. It's just... wow. I don't know how else to describe it, but being able to, like, have most of my things that I thought they were just crack theories or just like plain dumb be real or like be actual answers. I was like, this is a first for me, and I am loving it so much. Let me fix my camera real quick. There we go. Like, I have never had that ever be so successful for me. And like, oh god, everything hurts. And dear Lord, I am so tired. But it's crazy, right? Like, I was just thinking out of my ass there. I was Phoenix, right? Because we had already established at that point that she was killed. She was brought over there at this point. We figured she was brought over there. That Elise's body was found in the courtyard after it had snowed. But how could her sphere be found at Dusky Bridge half covered in snow? So the thing is, she had to have dropped that. She had to have been over there or killed there before it stopped snowing. So it worked. It somehow worked. I don't know how, but it worked. Oh god. So very interesting, don't you think? Oh god. So I don't know about you guys, but I think I deserve a long sleep after this. A long night of rest, because this took a toll on me. Much more than I thought it was. So yeah. I will say though, this was a lot of fun being able to just like mess around with the voices, even though I am feeling it in my throat already. And there was a lot of fun times. I can't wait to clip some of these and make highlight reels, because Jesus Christ, this was a crazy like cross-examination, much more crazier than most past cross-examinations we've had in this series. And so being able to like just go up and down like that was so much fun, and Larry being Larry made it so much better. So I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a perfect place to end. So okay, so we'll wrap it up here. My Friday stream will be canceled. I am currently doing something with my family that night, so we won't have a stream on Friday. I should be back next Tuesday for sure. Definitely. Well, that's a big maybe. Again, like we'll have to wait for my schedule. I have to wait for my schedule and see what's going on that during the time. So we will double check for that one. I will have it updated by Friday for sure, or Saturday. Yeah, either or. But for sure, I'll have it up by Saturday morning. So yeah, Friday will have to be canceled, but it should be back Tuesday. Keyword should be. So until then, guys, thank you everyone for coming in tonight, especially you, Psychota. It was great having you in here. I know you're on the East Coast, you're probably asleep. So hopefully you're sleeping well, and thank you for coming in today. It was so much fun having you in here tonight, and everybody else who has come in and watched, thank you so much for coming in tonight. It's great having a lot of people here. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. You'll see my post when I'm about to go on. I usually do it about an hour or so before I go live. I try to be very diligent about that. I try to be very on top of that very much. So I am very much like that kind of person. So until then, what else can I say? What else is there to say? Not much. Yeah, so follow me on my socials, follow me here on Twitch. That way you can keep up to date with all of my VODs and my clips and my highlights. And you can also see when I'm about to go live. So if you don't want to miss that, follow me here on Twitch and my Instagram. So until then, guys, thank you so much for coming today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!